Back live here. So Nasdaq is really pushing again. We went to lows of 21,088. We're currently 30 minutes over. I want to give the market some time to see if this is really going to hold. I have a feeling they want to push it to 21,500 and then they want to drop it back to here or even lower. So they're going to push it and then I think they're going to drop it later. That's my overall plan. That's how I see the market. So let's see if we're going to stop here at 350 or 340 and then we could short it, or we could consider doing a long back to 500. Okay, so things is turning around again, extremely positive. The reason why it's positive is because there's nothing that can really drive the market lower. There's no news, there's nothing that could really turn things around, okay, for now on. So keeping it very simple here, I know exactly my plan. It's shorting things, but again, things is pointing up. We do not want to go against the trend. I'm just checking here, so things is actually pointing a little bit up here on a shorter time frame. Microsoft. So it's around like break even, but Apple is down today, but it's short term returning here. Let's see here. So market is negative, market is pointing down, but nothing is really like giving us the signs. Amazon. What about Tesla? Tesla is down. Looks okay, but I'm close to short this market here. I think it could push higher before we get shorted, but we don't have any news, right? It's tough to see where this is going to point. Right now it's just pointing up using the opening range breakout. So this is the bar where we went to highs for the first 15 minutes. So we went above that, but not with 50 points. So that's why I did not take any longs. That's why I waited. And we opened, so the opening bars lows was there. So break below there, that will trigger short for me. We did not, so right now we're just looking for a long. But let's see here. I'm planning to do a long position, but again, it's really trading at high levels. I think this is an overreaction, but I think it's still gonna come back to 500 at least. I'm planning to do a long position here. But again, it's getting rejected here. And Apple is not really pointing up. So things is actually going a little bit down here. I'm ready to do a long position if this can hold. It looks like a long to me. We have 50 points above. I'll do a long position here. This is an opening range breakout. I went long. Let's see here. I'm just gonna exit quick here again. Let me see here. I'll go back long in here again. Going back here at long at 60. This is an opening range breakout, so this is more than 60 50 points above the 15-minute highs. Let's see if this is going to work out or if this is going to be a fake out. It looks like it could potentially turn around. It's a little bit tricky here. So a great opening range breakout. We have lots of confirmation, but again, it could be a potential fake out. Things is actually pointing up on a shorter time frame, but I think it could easily turn around. There's a huge gap up there. For what reason? No progress above 350. That's a negative sign for the market. There is no progress really above after I entered. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna come back to at least highs 460. So I'm still long. I'm following my own rules, my own principles. Let's see if this is gonna break. Moving stop loss, guys. I moved stop loss to 47. Let's see here. It looks like there's no progress. Let's see here. If it's gonna push, then I will exit. I expected a bigger push. I'll exit here, guys, at 68. So I plan out for this. Mark the highs, 50 points above. It was noise, 15 points, then consolidated, and then we pushed, and then I went in long. I just managed to exit it, so the 2 trades, nothing really. I should have went long, but I didn't want to see this as a long opportunity. It was too risky. It's extremely overbought in my opinion. So no progress. Let's see here, if you're gonna break above 69, then I could take a new long position and then take it back to 450. I would say at least 435. That should be my target. Re-entering long here. DAX is holding as well, but this could potentially sell back. I'll do a quick long here. It's going to be a quick scalp. Let's see here if it's going to point back. Nope. No progress for me. I will exit again. Interesting market today. Again, not really risky. You could exit your long as well if you want. We just went long. You could exit again. I went long 3 times. Only been trading up since I purchased long. Been exit this one here for some small profit, or you could call it break even. I'm still waiting for it to break above. Currently it did not.
Okay, so no progress above 350. That's a negative sign. So opening range breakout. This was the first 15 minutes. No progress, pushed, no progress. I could consider taking a quick long here to expect it to move to 400. Consider doing a long maybe at 326. It's very hard today. And VG is also pushing a little bit here, but I think it could sell up very quick. So it looked like more like a short to me, to be honest. A quick short could be an option here. Because there's no progress, I might consider doing a quick short. But again, that could also be risky. I'm doing a quick short position here to see if there could come some momentum. No progress. No progress at all. This could potentially turn around very quick. Thinking about moving my stop loss. Just move my stop loss. I want to see if this could sell potentially back to 300 or even lower. So currently short looks still strong, but Apple is down today. Have a feeling off that this is gonna push, but let's see. This is not great for the short. Things is actually coming back right here. This is not a great move for a short. Looks like a long again. Might be an idea. I might have to call losses here. No progress. It's pointing up. Move my stop. Okay, I got stopped out here. Go for another short position here. I think it could potentially be a little bit overbought here. I'll do another short here. Let's see here if this is gonna work. This is gonna be my last trade for this session here to see if things start selling off. Nope, it's just keep pointing up. It looks super strong. DAX is also pointing up. Yeah, things is really pointing up.
Okay, I'm gonna go for long. This is a breakout. It's gonna come back to 450. I'm pretty confident that this market is gonna come back to 450 or even 500. It's just I'm gonna get stopped out here, I think. Let's see. Could get stopped out here potentially. Really push here. I think it's gonna push to at least. Let's see here. Looks like it's gonna push to 450 before they're gonna dump the market. They might even push it to 500. So I might get stopped out here again. Yeah, I'll go for a long. To me, this is long position back to 450. I should just have hold my long from the beginning on. Let's see here. Kind of long, just going with the trend, going with the flow. I lost around 900 only, so that's 1%, under 1%. I'm still long. I'm gonna target 450 in this one here. I think I'm gonna target 505, 500, yeah. Let's see if there's gonna come a push. Apple is pointing up now, Amazon is pointing up, Nvidia is pointing up, everything is pointing up. How is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is not really doing anything. The dollar is actually falling. It should come up, but it does not. It's getting rejected here. Maybe it's gonna push, or maybe it's gonna sell off again. I'm pretty unsure about what the market is gonna do from now. So let's just see here if it's actually gonna push down or if it's gonna push up. So I went for a couple of shorts. It didn't really work out. Now I went for a long, and now I'm getting squeezed out. Let's see here. I think 500 is not unrealistic, but again, it could really sell off. But I will first really short the market. If we are breaking below this line here, we might gonna break, and I'm pretty confident that we're gonna break below this line here later. But right now it's just in an uptrend. It's just pointing up. It's just above moving average. It's just a long position for me personally here. Been over trading a little bit here for the past 30 minutes. Took some shorts, got stopped out. So first, what I did was I went short. Nope, I went long, and I made money. The trend was pointing up. I was right about that, but there was no really progress after that. 15 after that minutes, but now we finally get the progress and the confirmation. So this was the end of the 50-minute bar, and after that we just been moving from 260 to 384, so that would have been 60 points, perfect. So it is what it is. I was too late for that. Thought it was a fake out. Then I took two shorts, one at 337, got stopped out at 59, and then I took another short at 353. I got stopped out at 81, and I entered a long position at 84 that I'm currently holding. And I will target on this one here 500. But really didn't really manage to no really progress above 400. It could potentially sell back to 300. I'm gonna cut losses way before. I'm cutting losses at 345, so we do not hold at 55 and we do not move up, then I will just get stopped out at 45 and take my loss. Slow momentum right here. no progress at all, but DAX is pushing to 850. I think DAX is going to push to 24,000. Yeah, I think it's going to come to 24,000, even higher. Okay, let me just see if this is a fake out. At 352, just move my stop loss to lows over here. I just want to see if this is going to be a fake out, that they just want to push it to maybe 42, and then they could push it back again. Yeah, I think I maybe have got, so my stop loss was what, 45 or 47? I think because of the spread here, if I didn't move my stop loss, that I might have got stopped out. I'm not super sure, but there's no really progress here at all. DAX is really pointing up. It's really moving up here. It's actually great to see. But that could also be an overreaction. It could actually start selling off here from 850. DAX is also start selling. Nasdaq is also selling off now here. Actually, not super sure about what the market is going to do. Looks like it's going to sell below. But let's see. I don't think I'm going to do more trading for now, so I'll hold this setup. I have a stop loss at 333, and I have a target of 500. I'm risking 0.5% of this trade here. The other ones I lost 0.5%. I think I even lost less. I lost 400 and 500, so I lost nothing. Okay, so I'll just hold it here, no more trading. Gonna call it stop loss there, target at 500. Keeping it very simple. If it's gonna sell off, I don't want to be a part of this, and I just want to exit this one. Okay, so have my stop loss in place in case that I'm gonna get stopped out. I think it potentially could move to 300, and then stop, and then go back to 500. But that's not my idea. I'm just gonna hold it as we see right here and target around 120 points profit. But it looks like it's gonna sell off now. It's very hard to see. But lost around 1% today. I think they could push the market higher. Looks like they're gonna sell it off. Moving my stop loss on this one here, I think could move it to potentially. Nope, I'm not gonna move it. Let's just see here. I'll have to cut losses in this one here. Wow. Okay, let's just move stop loss to see if this is actually going to turn around, or if this is going to be where they're going to sell it out from. They could push it back to 326. Let's see here. Nvidia is still pointing up. How is the Wall Street market doing? So Wall Street starts selling off, US 500 starts selling off. It could actually be a good opportunity to take a short here that I might miss. It could hold here at 550, so it could turn around and then move to, I don't know, all-time high, but it could move, it could come back. I think it could easily come back to 23,000. Yeah, so there's no really progress after here. Let's see, will this continue selling off below 550? So they might, how low will this really go? I'd like to add to this long here. I'm gonna add to this one here. It's gonna be a quick setup. Let's see here if this is gonna continue to sell off, or if this is gonna stop here. Let's see. Looks weak. They might dump it below 300. I'll exit this one here. Do you really want to have that much size on? No, I'm just gonna hold my stop loss here. Oh, this sucks here.
This is crazy. Will this really continue to sell off? US 500. Still long. Things might turn around now. Looks actually very positive. So it might turn around now. Let's see here. This is gonna push above. Wall Street is pushing. Nasdaq is also pushing. I'll exit that one I just opened. And I exit that one I just opened for break even. So I made so much, nothing. $4. But it's just I don't want to have too much size on, because right now I'm actually long for $430,000. So I don't want to be in with too much. This account size is only 100K. So I'm still long, nothing have changed. I'm gonna move my stop loss to 296, and I'll hold this one to 500. So I'll upload this trade here, and I'm just gonna end the stream and call it. And I'm targeting to make 2.5% today for this session. I currently lost around 0.9%. I'm currently down here with around a percentage, so yeah, 1.9%. Let's see if this is gonna dump. It could potentially dump it back. US 500. Start selling off a little bit. So I'm currently holding this setup here. I might get stopped out, but I'm targeting 2.5%, and I'm risking, yeah, around 2%. It's not really the best setup, okay? But I'll call it here. We do not want to overtrade, okay?